Now in India, justice often depends on who you are, how powerful is your surname, and how big is your bank balance. For the rich and influenced, law is negotiable. For everyone else, it is unforgiving. Kanpur's Lamborghini crash has now become a textbook case of how privilege shields, delays, and dilutes accountability. A high-speed Lamborghini rammed into the vehicles and pedestrians on the road, leaving multiple people injured. Eyewitnesses say the luxury car was being driven rashly at a dangerously high speed. Behind the wheel was allegedly this man, Shivam Mishra, son of a tobacco tycoon, KK Mishra. But the real story began after the crash. Instead of being detained or questioned at the spot, Shivam was seen being pulled out of the Lamborghini, and again not by cops, but by his personal bouncers. Not by the police, not in handcuffs, but shielded by private security away from the scene of the crime. When the FIR was registered, Shivam Mishra's name did not feature in it. Only after public outrage, media scrutiny, and mounting pressure did the police finally add his name. And even then, no arrests have followed. More than 48 hours later, Shivam Mishra remains out of custody, free, protected, untouched by the law. And then came the absolutely bizarre defense, shocking to say the least. First, Shivam Mishra's lawyer claimed that he was not driving the Lamborghini at all. Soon after, his father, KK Mishra, doubled down on the claim, saying that their driver was behind the wheel and even suggesting a technical malfunction. We all know the script, right? But the visuals puncture that narrative altogether. The videos from the crash site clearly show bouncers escorting Shivam Mishra out of the driver's seat of the Lamborghini. There is nobody else who's seen at the scene of crime or being pulled out of the car as well. The video actually leaves very little room for doubt. Yet the defense continues and the police response remains hesitant at max. This case is now riddled with glaring procedural lapses. Let's bring out some of them for you. Number one, Shivam Mishra was not named in the FIR initially. Number two, he was not taken into custody after the accident. Number three, his bouncers were allowed to remove him from the scene. Number four, only relatives, lenient or sort of relatively lenient charges have been invoked so far despite the seriousness of the incident. And as if shielding at the crash site wasn't enough, there's another staggering detail. Police personnel were made to wait outside Shivam Mishra's residence for minutes, hours. Not inside, but outside his home. Let's get those visuals also in, where you can see the cops clearly banging the door and just standing outside the massive gate of their house, their mansion as it is in Kanpur. Cops in uniform standing guard at the gate of this very, very VIP home, not allowed to enter. Hard to believe, right? But in this case, that's exactly what happened. Shivam Mishra is no stranger, in fact, to controversy. If you'll remember, income tax officers had raided his bungalow, his several offices, and he's the same man who was once brandishing a pistol during that income tax raid. Authorities have flagged financial irregularities in their business dealings. During the COVID lockdown, he reportedly had an altercation with the Nainital police. And on social media, a video shows him driving at nearly 200 kilometers per hour, boasting, not hiding, his recklessness. Now, all of this paints a pretty clear picture. This is not a one-off lapse. It is a pattern of entitlement. Kanpur's Lamborghini crash is no longer just about speed or negligence. It's about whether India's justice system still has the courage to act against the wealthy and the powerful. It's about whether the law applies equally or bends under pressure.
पंडित मिश्रा जी, ये बताइए, आपका बेटा कहाँ है? बेटा सर उसी समय मैंने उसको दिल्ली भेज दिया था और वो डॉक्टर के ट्रीटमेंट के अंडर में है, क्योंकि अचानक जिस तरीके से वो बेहोश हुआ और समझ में नहीं आया उसका रीजन क्या है, ब्लड प्रेशर समझ में नहीं आया, जो भी हो, तो डॉक्टर के ट्रीटमेंट में दिल्ली भेजा हुआ है। ट्रायल करने में वो सिविल लाइंस में पदम अपार्टमेंट तक गया। उसके बाद में गाड़ी वहाँ से उसने बैक की और गाड़ी लेके इधर ये ड्राइवर के साथ में आ रहा था। वहाँ करीब कुछ फॉल्ट उसमें शायद रह गया था, ये बाद में महसूस हो रहा है। क्योंकि गाड़ी लेके वहाँ से आया, तो जो मेरे सुनने में आया है कि किसी टेम्पो ने जो स्थान था वहाँ पे गाड़ी में आगे से टक्कर मारी। क्योंकि जब ड्राइवर से पूछा गया तो उसने कहा ये थोड़ा सा एकदम से कुछ बेहोश होने लगे, तो ध्यान उसका भटक गया ड्राइवर का।
कल वकील द्वारा शिवम मिश्रा के वक्तव्य दिया गया कि गाड़ी जो है उनका ड्राइवर चला रहा था। पुलिस से रिपोर्ट मांगी गई है कि पुलिस के आधार पर ही जो है कोर्ट शायद वो कार्रवाई करेगी। आप लोग का क्लियर स्टैंड क्या है, गाड़ी कौन चला रहा था?
ये शुरुआती दौर में देखा होगा आपने कि जो तौफीक जो इंजर्ड था, उनकी एप्लीकेशन पे एफआईआर पंजीकृत होती है, जिसमें गाड़ी का नंबर होता केवल और ड्राइवर का डिटेल नहीं होता है। हमारी टीम उसमें, हमारा जो विवेचक है इन्वेस्टिगेशन करता है, और इन्वेस्टिगेशन में वो सीसीटीवी फुटेज और लोगों के उसके डिटेल होगा, और गाड़ी का डिटेल लेकर के हमें पता लग जाता है ये गाड़ी किसकी है और गाड़ी ड्राइव कौन कर रहा था। इनके विवेचना में उनका नाम आया है, तो हमारे पास पुख्ते सबूत होंगे, इसके आधार पर उनका नाम आया। तो गाड़ी को ड्राइव कर रहे थे, शिवम मिश्रा कर रहे थे। उनका अधिवक्ता कुछ भी कहें, लेकिन हमारी जांच में शिवम मिश्रा जो है गाड़ी को ड्राइव कर रहे थे और उन्हीं के खिलाफ वैधानिक कार्रवाई की जाएगी।
All right, Simar Chavra, my colleague who's been tracking all the details on the story, joins us live for more updates on this one. Simar, help us understand this. You've spoken to several people, right? The lawyer, the father, trying to understand what's really happening in Kanpur over there. But at the moment, what is the status of the investigation? From what we can see, it seems like police earlier did not respond. Now under pressure is doing some wishy-washy statements, some wishy-washy charges that have been put against him. And as we speak, according to his father's admission, the man continues to be in Delhi.
Well, indeed, Sonal, what we are seeing is an attempt to cover up the crucial facts in this very particular matter. The latest development is the father and the lawyer of Shivam Mishra has clearly said that Shivam was not driving the car. In fact, a person named Mohan had filed an affidavit in the court saying, I was driving the car, I was on driver's seat, and Shivam Mishra has nothing to do with it. So that's the argument of Shivam Mishra's lawyer and his family. On the other hand, we have been seeing that Kanpur police has clearly said that as per the investigation, the facts that they have, the proofs that they possess, according to it, Shivam Mishra was the driver and he was driving it, and they have videos to back it up, which they will file it in the form of charge sheet in the court, and they are expecting the action to be taken soon. But what court has done is that issued a notification or a notice to the Kanpur police, asked them for their report, which has not been submitted yet. Yes, there have been washed up investigation in the starting. Several questions raised that why, even after 48 hours now, no medical was done up. There has been clear rule that within 24 hours, the medical of the accused should be done. There have been questions that whether he was under the influence of alcohol or not, but the time has gone. The medical was not done. So, keeping in mind these kind of acts, the action was taken on the local SHO. No one else. But the responsibility should be fixed at the senior level, which was involved in this very particular investigation. Now, as you rightly pointed out, after the media ran this report, after there has been voices on the social media putting pressure on Kanpur police, we are seeing this action. But on the first 2 days, the investigation was completely botched up. In fact, a VVIP protocol was given to the Lamborghini car inside the Gwaltoli police station. The bouncers were allowed to come inside, guard the car, misbehave with the family of the victims. So this has been the situation as of now. But now the Kanpur police has suddenly woken up, and they say that action will be taken. And no matter what the lawyer says, we will in fact charge sheet him, Shivam Mishra. Since the sections imposed in the FIR were not serious enough, all have the punishment of below 7 years, the police can't arrest him technically. Only thing they can do is summon him for questioning, and then they can file a charge sheet in the court. So that also we saw that the police came, banged the doors of Shivam Mishra, but he didn't allow the police person for 30 minutes inside the premises. So that has been the situation as of now. Now it remains to be seen that what more further developments we are going to see in this very particular case.
All right, Simar, thanks so much for joining us. So what's peculiar in this case is that the Kanpur police is saying that no, we are very serious, we'll pursue this case, but we will not attach more serious charges. We will get after him, but we will not question him. We will ensure justice is met for those who have been harmed, but we will not question him. We will not even go down to understanding what really happened. That's the reality of Kanpur police, of UP police as of now.